All right, questions for Coach?
What's practice been like this week after a big one?
No, I mean, it's the guys know that last week's over. I mean, it's as soon as we left that locker room, we enjoyed it on the plane, guys. But Sunday came and we know we got a next big challenge. They've been locked in, so it's been good. It's been solid. It's been like a normal game week.
What did you see from Jordan Lovett after he had to go in that game on Saturday, and kind of what does he have to do now that he's taking on a bigger role?
Yeah, I thought he tried to play hard and he tried to play fast. That's what you can ask of him. There's things that we need to get cleaned up from an assignment standpoint, but we always talk about, you're better off playing fast, and being wrong than trying to play slow and right. And so he ran around, he made some plays, which was good. Showed incredible effort on that the one run that broke out there on the when they were coming out of their own side. So he's going to be a guy that we got to rely on right now, and so he's got to make sure he knows exactly what to do. He understands that there's 10 other guys in the entire defense and team relying that he knows what to do, so he's putting in the work. But it's not just going to be perfect, from here on out. He's going to make mistakes, and we're going to have to learn and grow from them.
Thank you very much, Ryan. The way that Zion played that first game, did he play both safety spots, or is he mostly throwing down, especially Joe after?
Yeah, he's going to have to be a guy, again, that can swing for us. I think he can. He's smart. I think he'll understand it. And so, but no, he'll be a guy that, again, we're still very, really high on that. He's going to get in the game and help us. But yeah, he's going to have to know both.
Marcus talked about how Mike Stoops is going to help from a big picture perspective with things on the defense. What does that look like on a day-to-day basis?
I think it's an ideas sort of scenario, like where we bounce ideas, off each other in the staff room. He brings up, things that he's maybe done at other places, and we can see if we need to make a change, if that's something that fits our defense. And he's been great. There's again, just like we talk about the players, sort of checking egos. I think as a defensive staff, we do the same thing. Nobody. We're not stuck in our ways. If there's a better way to do it, a better process, a better drill, a better technique, we'll look at it and see if it fits us. And if somebody brings up something and it doesn't fit what we do, nobody's feelings are hurt. It was just an idea, and we move on. So I think from a day-to-day basis, that's sort of where that comes from. And, but it's been good. It's helped because again, we all sort of get at times comfortable in what we do, and to have some other ideas, can sort of shake things up, and I think some of those things help us.
What do you see from the Youngstown offense?
I see an offense that can score points, that can really run the ball. That running back is extremely talented. He's as good of a running back as arguably we'll see all year. I think people don't realize how talented he is. How explosive he can get. He runs strong. He a little bit smaller in stature, but he can absolutely fly, and he's hard to tackle. Very rarely does just one guy bring him down. And he's got very much like a Le'Veon Bell, where he just sort of, he's patient in the backfield. He waits for the blocks to develop, and then he can explode through the hole. So it's going to be, a really big challenge to us from a running game. And then the quarterback, is smart. He knows how to operate. Bryce Oliver, obviously we know Bryce. He's done a really good job with him in winning 50-50 one-on-one jump balls, especially down there in the red zone. So no, it's going to be a good test for our guys.
You seem to be building a tradition of stopping that quarterback, the running aspect. How do you intend to be doing that?
I don't think there's necessarily any secret to that. I think guys have to be assignment sound. There's no magic recipe or plan, and we, at the end of the day, I thought our guys tackled well on Saturday. They're going to need to tackle again this Saturday. This quarterback is extremely mobile, just like last week. So, put the quarterback and that running back together, they're a pretty dynamic duo when it comes to running the ball. And our O-line does a nice job of covering up blockers up front and creating just, it only needs to be a little seam. And so we've got to be really assignment sound. We've got to be disciplined in our primary gaps. Because as soon as you get peaky, that's when they make you hurt.
Going off that, it seemed like the older guys like Jordan and DeAndre were always in the right spot, stopping the quarterback run. Just how beneficial is that experience and what they can pass along to the younger guys?
Well, experience, is half the battle. Before anything else, if you can, if you know where the ball's going, if you understand what an offense is trying to get done, then you can counteract that. If all you are is playing reactive, that puts you in some bad spots at times. You can make some plays, your athleticism can just make a play. But if you're able to anticipate, certain looks and certain formations, it's going to allow you to play firmer at the point. It's going to allow you to play faster, post snap. And so, again, experience is a huge piece, and I think we've got it at different levels, which has been helpful so far.
That play that Deion made at the end of the game, how much is that natural ability? How much is that technique? What all goes into a play like that?
Well, I think a lot of it's natural ability, but understanding, again, sort of the structure of our defense and what has to get done, from that essential stunt movement that we were running at that point. And, he did a great job of executing, and then again, the physicality sort of took over and violently shedding, a really talented offensive lineman and making a play on a really good back. It's a really good play that we need to build off of, and we need more of those, throughout the season. We're gonna hopefully we see them.
Has Mark brought up in passing to you guys how excited he is to have hometown team come here and have family and friends that are going to be here this weekend?
No, I mean we've treated this no different than any other game. No different than I know there's a lot made of it, and not just for Coach, but for Mike Stoops too. He grew. I think everybody forgot that he grew up there as well. There's a lot of people in this building that have come from Youngstown and Sea Love and Coach Buffano and all those guys. So it means a lot to a lot of people here. But like anything else, no matter what game it is, if you make it more about something outside the game, then you're in trouble. It has to be about us on defense versus their offense, and lining up the formations, and then our offense versus their defense, and then special teams the same. And we've learned a lot in the past, and you don't just roll the ball out. This is a really good football team. They're ranked in the FCS. They've got a really good running back. It's a team that knows how to win and knows how to challenge people. And so the only thing we care about is, at the end of the day, playing good, solid football.